push to try and go out there and claim some territory in the name of Rome. And we're actually playing today as the Vandalic Kingdom, one of the other playable factions. There's also the Frankish Kingdom, the Ostrogothic Kingdom, and I can't remember off the top of my head. Can someone in chat help me, please? Oh. Oh dear. Hey! We're all good. We're all good. I had a bit of a freeze there. I'm not sure what happened there. But we're all good. Everything's fine! It's all fine. What? I still haven't assigned him a skill. Oh, he's still got more skill points. That'll be why. Right, end turn. You want Empire ported to Napoleon? Interesting. I suppose modders could try that. The code bases aren't too dissimilar, and the pack file editors are out there, so it might be possible to do that if someone did it. Okay, our Imperium has increased. Oh no! Oh, sanitation problems. We have got sanitation. We have got some serious sanitation problems going on. Oh, come on. Can I afford any? That's all going to increase squalor. Have we got any sanitation buildings here? No. That's all going to increase squalor. Okay, great. Right, well, we've got some disease. So yeah, the Napoleon and Empire code bases are pretty similar. I worked on both Empire and Napoleon, and they are fairly similar, I seem to recall. There's some new tech added in Napoleon, particularly graphics tech. There's stuff like the decals that land when you have cannon fire, some improved graphical effects, there's some general fidelity increases, some sharpness. And I think the database structure is different, but it's mostly the same code base. So I'd imagine that someone could try it. In fact, if that was a project that the community really wanted to do, and someone took it upon themselves to do that, we'd support them if we could. The only problem is it's been so long now since Empire and Napoleon that not a lot of people actually know the code base that well internally anymore. So support is harder to come by. Okay, right, so I was moving these guys. I'm just flying around the campaign now, aren't I? Let's move these guys back up here. See if I can get them north. And how's the public order looking here? Oh, terrible. Well, that's we're gonna have a rebellion here, aren't we, at some point? Repair that. Oh, ouch. Expensive. I am on the verge of bankruptcy! Okay. Someone help me here with my finances. I'm really struggling with my finances here. I mean, I guess I could disband some units. Let's add some skills. Infantry commander. And let's issue an edict. And we'll go for public order, but that's just in that province, isn't it? Although public order is appalling there as well. I'm definitely struggling in terms of public order here. I could disband units or cheat. I'm not going to cheat, but I might disband some units. Ah, but I've got a war in the north. I've got a war in the north. Winter's coming. Well, winter's a long way off actually. So it's 3 seasons per turn, 12 turns per year. So you basically play through a month in every turn, which is pretty cool actually. I think that's the. Can't think of any time we've done that before. We've basically had each turn being a month. It's quite a zoomed-in timescale, but it's pretty cool. It's bad in winter because it means you have 3 turns of attrition, but them's the breaks. How expensive are these? Disbanding my horsemen because they're expensive. Oh, this is painful. What else is expensive? Oh, I don't want to disband my spearmen. Get rid of a couple of levy units. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. They're not really the chosen anymore, are they? In fact, they are not the chosen at all. They are more like the unchosen. Although their integrity is pretty good, so that's nice. Thanks to my manual decimation. Right. Cheats and B-52s. Strange things. You don't have to buy it if you don't like it. It's optional, but it adds more content, and it's a pretty cool time period to play as. We actually have a new content team that work on this stuff that are given kind of free license to be really creative with what we do for add-ons, and we try and do things that are interesting, that are going to add value and differentiate from the core game as much as we can. And this is quite a cool sort of time period to play with. So you don't have to buy it, but it adds more kind of options and variety for players. But obviously it's down to you whether you want to take the plunge or not. Or wait to see some reviews on Let's Plays from YouTubers, etc. We'll be giving those guys keys so they can come up with their own impressions. Oh my god, the public order is disgraceful. Wow. Some serious public order problems knocking about here. Oh dear. The alms giving didn't help much, did it? Renaming the disbanded. I should rename the disbanded. There's not really a lot I can do for the public order. I think I'm just going to have to handle rebellions as they come by. I can't really afford any more troops in any of those regions to keep the peace, which worries me somewhat. If anything, the real war I'm fighting here is with my own people. More than 2 players on a campaign map. Good question. I mean, I think that'd be a really cool feature. And it's definitely one that's always up there when they're considering new features for new Total War games. So I wouldn't rule it out at any point. So yeah, we'll see. I think it's quite a technically difficult thing to do given the existing engine. So it does require quite an expensive rewrite, and when I say expensive I mean in terms of time. And when you're scoping out a new project at the start, there's a lot of kind of balancing of what features should go in and what features shouldn't go in, and obviously the big expensive features in terms of time are difficult to justify. But having said that, there are lots of people who do want to see more than 2 players on co-op, and I'd love to see it. Not just co-op, head-to-head as well. In an ideal world, you could have everyone playing a different faction and going head-to-head, but I can't see that happening anytime soon. Well, I would love that.
Do you reckon you could quickly give me a hand before you go take a 5-minute break?
Yes, so we're going to have to take a 5-minute break for quick work-related reasons, but we will be right back very soon, and you can find out what happens in on our ongoing adventures. We've got major public order problems, by the way.
Yay!
So find out
Always
what happens soon, and we'll be right back.